This portion of the news is brought to you by Shell Ultra Low Sulfur Diesel.
While efforts are underway to regularize the gaming industry, one can find a web shop on just about every island. But over in Spanish Wells, the environment is a bit different. Our Genea Noel-Ferguson recently visited the island and tells us why this element is missing from that community.
On the island of Spanish Wells, you can find just about anything. Shops, restaurants, and a little bit of recreation. But there's one activity you won't find, and that's gaming and web shops. In fact, there's no web shop on the island, and Deputy Councillor Robert Roberts says it's something Spanish Wells residents do not want.
Not something that the overall general public would support. I'm not to say that it wouldn't or couldn't operate, but I just don't see that the community as a whole supporting that. This is a Christian community, and that is one of the things that most don't partake in.
Now, Robert says that does not mean that residents are not logging on to their computers and participating in gaming. And since the referendum, the community has stood firm on the issue.
We thought about it. The overwhelming vote was no, but yet we're still proceeding with it. You know, I guess it does need to be regulated, but I hope not to see it in Spanish Wells anytime soon.
And as the gaming industry is now being regulated in the country, Roberts maintains it's something that the Spanish Wells community can do without.
Sip of anybody possibly thinking about it. I mean, I probably would have at some point. I, for one, wouldn't want to condone it. I hope it stays where it is. I don't really, if you want to do a national lottery, fine.
Genea Noel-Ferguson, ZNS Network News.
From the cultural scene, Bahamian music to receive expanded attention. Government is set to put laws in place before the end of the year to ensure that Bahamian music is showcased to an even greater level on local radio stations. Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture Dr. Daniel Johnson revealed that the new National Arts and Culture Bill 2014 will make that all happen.
What this bill fundamentally does is it puts Bahamian art and culture front and center stage. It allows us to tell radio stations, because this was the issue going forward, that if you have a Bahamian license, you need to play 25% Bahamian music. And it secures the position going forward for other parts of art and culture to always be included in the developmental plan of the nation, that you will not be able to leave it out. And that goes into law before the holidays.
Meantime, the godfather of Bahamian music, Ronnie Butler, has been inducted into the Caribbean Hall of Fame. Butler is the fourth Bahamian to achieve the honor. He joins Sir Lyndon Penling, Sir Sidney Poitier, and artist Eddie Minnis. Butler was unable to travel to Jamaica to receive the award during the ceremony on October 25th. However, Deandra Hamilton accepted the award on his behalf. The entertainment icon noted that he was extremely pleased to receive the prestigious award.
I'm honored and humbled to be able to receive such an honor as being inducted into the Caribbean Hall of Fame. As someone said, there's only three Bahamians that has ever been there, and those names that are there before me, I'm keeping good company. I would just like to say to the Bahamian people, this one for you.
Butler began his musical career back in 1958, distinguishing himself as a prolific singer and songwriter of Bahamian music. His induction into the Caribbean Hall of Fame also comes as the Bahamas celebrates 100 years of recorded Bahamian music. The Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture described Butler as the voice of a generation.
Still the voice of the generation now. I don't think anyone else has made a singular achievement in music, art, and culture as Ronnie Butler. And his story, his narration of our life is next to none. And I think that is the beauty of music.
And that does it for this portion of the news, but don't go anywhere. Sports with Kelsey Johnson is up next.